Call Halayim, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, who taught us the truth, the trailblazers of all Israel. All right. Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect that came out there spreading the gospel throughout the four corners of the earth in sincerity and truth, presenting their bodies as a living sacrifice. All right. Shalom to the Aqua, the few sisters that do listen to us as well. All right. This is the brother Yarmai from the Great Millstone Chicago camp, basically coming to you with another lesson. All right. Concerning this this Renna Jones character, Jenna Jones, if I'm saying her name right. Basically, she's an Edomite, a Shedamite. All right. Keyboard warrior talking shit on the elder Malcolm was comment board, basically about the word ruddy, trying to make Solomon white, trying to make Adam white. Hey, look, man, you people are the Edomites. That's what you need to try to disprove. Prove to me that you're not the Edomites. All right, that's what you need to prove. And because it ain't nothing I can say that the elder ain't ripped you about, and the elder Malcolm and the brother Kawadi ripped you about on the comment board. All right. Oh, look, it's simple. We reduced it to the simplest form. Google a ruddy horse. Google a ruddy cow. All right. And ruddy also goes into the youth. All right. Just like in the time of David. It said he was ruddy, but a youth. If I'm saying that right. Goliath didn't look on him because he was old. Oh, I ain't going to be scared of him because he light-skinned or he dark-skinned or he, like this. He didn't look at him like that. He didn't fear him because he was but a youth. All right? And in youthful Israelites, for the most part, where they don't do them drugs, they have that shine to them. Like the elder Apostle Gabar even brought out. They call them shines in the slave days. All right, I got a picture in my phone of Rick James and Smokey Robinson. All right, if you want to know what a ruddy so-called black man looks like, think about. I got a picture of a young Rick James and a young Smokey Robinson. But hey, look, I'm not going to get into them definitions with you because we forced, starting with the elder apostle Tahar on down, Great Millstone has forced the whole earth to read again, to look up definitions, to look up words, all right? Like the elder Malcolm always bring out, you know what? And even sometimes when you look at up words, you're going to find that new speak, all right, to push that Edomite ideology and that propaganda towards someone's thought pattern. Look up. That's what you go into. Go into the definition of new speak and go into the prophecy of you being the Edomite, Miss Jones, or whatever the hell your name is, all right? What the so-called white man, woman, and child is running from is their prophecy. All right, they don't want to be linked to the Edomites. They don't want to be concerned to the Edomites, so they stick that white stigma on themselves. I mean that white class on themselves, which is a class. All right, it's not a race. It's not a bloodline. It's a social class, just like that black stigma that they put on us, and I'm going to keep saying it. All right. You Edomites are running from the sins of your forefathers. That's it. That's all. How the hell... King Solomon said it in Songs of Solomon 1:1. My skin is black. Matter of fact, I'm going to just get it, man. How do you get a white man out of this scripture? You goddamn idiot. And like I said, the brothers and the elders, they posted some of these scriptures on the comment board. But, you got to make the whole world hear this. These scriptures are why we made, how we at Great Millstone, starting with the apostles down to us, have made the whole world read again, man. Because the scriptures like this that you will never hear in the so-called church. And now they got to dig. Now they got to try to go into the blue letter, to the concordance, to the Strongs, without the understanding anyway, just like it says in the same book, the Nazarites are white. And they try to, like you ever seen a white person on, ain't nobody white, man. That white goes into purity, which you Edomites are not. It's nothing pure about you. All right. King Solomon was a man of dark brown skin. All right. And in the reincarnation, he came back as our Lord, Yahweh Shai, who was also a man of dark brown skin. Matter of fact, we just don't get it. Songs of Solomon 1:5. I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon. Look not upon me because I am black. being dark. All right, because the sun have looked upon me. My mother's children are angry with me. They have made me a keeper of the vineyards. My own vineyard I not kept. And that's what's going on right now. All right. We are serving the so-called Edomites. This was a prophecy. He said his mother's children was angry at him. They have made me the keeper of the vineyards. All right. We went in servitude to the Edomites. This is a parabolic book. But in a literal sense, King Solomon is a dark brown skinned man. He said, look not upon me because I am black, because the sun have looked upon me. When the sun looks on what you would call a white man, which is a red man, close to the color of this garment. All right, that when you take the crayon and you take red and you take the white, you get that pink, pale reddish flesh that's on the so-called white man, not that ruddy brown to that dark brown skin that you will get on with the world to call the so-called black man. All right. It says, the sun have looked upon me. All right. So King Solomon was a man of dark brown skin complexion. You Edomites need sunblock if you want to go into the color perspective. All right. But I'm more going into the prophetic, pursuing to go into the prophetic perspective. But hey man, the spirit is like the wind, man. All right, like the brother Benji say all the time. This is Revelations 1. This is Revelations 1:1. Matter of fact, it says the revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which Yahweh gave unto him to show unto his servants the things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified his angel unto his servant John. Revelation. So this is the revelation of Yahweh Shai. This is something that the apostle John is seeing on the island of Patmos. This is Revelations 1:13. It says, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with the garment down to the foot, and girt with the paps with the golden girdle. All right, with that belt on. I wish I got a belt around here. A big belt, a girdle. I got one, a big girdle. But it's like a war belt, like a belt you get from winning a boxing tournament, or like they wear in the WWE, or when you powerlifting, you see that big belt they put on. All right, that's golden with a golden girdle. All right, it said his head and his hairs were white like wool. And like the elder Malcolm will always say, you go into that wool in an old dictionary, man. They always, even in slavery, man, they always alluded woolly hair to Negroes. You can look at the average nigga in front of the corner store with an afro. It's a million of them. He got that woolly hair. But Yahweh Shai's head is white like wool. His hair and his head were white like wool. His beard and his afro. All right. As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire. They wasn't blue. All right. It was fire in his eyes. It was anger in his eyes. All right. His feet like unto fine bronze if they were burned in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. All right. So he was loud. But the point is, he was looking down up. It said his feet were like unto fine bronze as burned in the furnace, with his voice as the sound of many waters. And if I was technical with this camera, you go into that movie, The Mac, with Max Julian. All right, that clip with Max Julian is a movie about pimping and hoes. The dude was in the police station. The Edomite asked him his name. The police officer, he said, what's your name, boy? He said, what's your name, son? He said, Jesus Christ. And it was a black man with an afro, a very dark brown skinned man with an afro. Google it, that movie, The Mac. All right, he didn't have a white woolly hair, but he had an afro. He had a beard. He said his name was Jesus Christ, and he was from Jerusalem. All right, and they started from the feet up. Why did they start from the feet up in that movie when they showed you the dark brown skin image of who the world calls Jesus Christ? Because that's how the Bible described him, and they threw it right there in your face in that movie, The Mac. All right, they threw it right there in your face. Okay, so yeah, back to this, man. So the Israelites going into Adam, going into Solomon. Adam, who was made of the dust of the earth. The dust of the earth is different shades of brown, man. Sure, you have white sands. All right, and we ain't no such thing as white people, man. And you gonna get over it. Oh, no bitch, you gonna say on the comment board talk about white sands. Look, man, you people are the Edomites. Because it's people with pale flesh that are Israelites. All right, like Conor McGregor. He looks like a white man. He's an Israelite. All right, going into the Irish. You know, because they were scoffing on that video the elder did about the Vikings, man. You people are Edomites, man. Let me read some prophecies about the Edomites. You're not running from the blood that you have shed throughout the years, man. You're not running, man. You have the kingdom of the world, the kingdom, this whole world in your hand today, and it will be plucked from you. This is Obadiah 1 and verse 1. It says, the vision of Obadiah said the Lord Yahweh, Salakia, the vision of Obadiah said Yahweh, power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise and let us rise up against her in the battle. Behold, I have made thee small amongst the heathen. Thou art greatly despised. And every nation on the planet of the earth, even the ones that's consulted with you, hates you, so-called white people. We know that you're the Edomites. We know that we're the Israelites. All right? And we ain't finna refute or debate nothing about that, man. You don't believe it? Wait on your fucking missile. This gonna be the biggest I told you so in the world when you found out the ones you call niggas spicks and all type of abominable words. All right, and proverbs and bywords that the scriptures have said, are the people of the Lord. The blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians are the Israelites. The pride of thy heart have deceived thee, thou that dwelleth in the cliffs of the rock, whose habitation is high, who said in thy heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the Edomites. Those are the red people who call themselves white. The pride of their heart has deceived thee. They are cave dwellers. They come from the Caucasus Mountains of Georgia, Russia. They always do. They make skyscrapers, man. Verse 4. Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and that setteth thy nest amongst the stars. Thence will I bring thee down. Salakia. Thou that exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest amongst the stars, thence I will bring thee down, said Yahweh. When the so-called white man did that with his satellite technology, going into space. All right, even when he bootlegged that moon landing, which never happened, what did he say? The eagle has landed. Germany, Spain, Russia, America, eagles. Verse 6, I'm going to jump out to verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are the hidden things sought up? The hidden thing, you people are the Edomites, man. The spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, that's how I sought up, man. And you'll be going into captivity. Matter of fact, let me get to this point. Matter of fact, I'm going to go to 15 and I'm going to go to 21. This is verse 15. It says, for the day of the Lord is near. Obadiah 1 and 15. For the day of Yahweh is near upon all the heathen, as thou hast done. It shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. And this is what they're running from. Verse 21. And Savior shall come upon Mount Zion to the mount, to judge the mount of Esau, and the kingdom shall be Yahweh's. All right, so the last ruling kingdom on this earth, who rules the whole earth? Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. The so-called white man, woman, and child rule the whole earth. The kingdom will be the Lord's when the Yahweh Shai and the elect comes and destroy this place. That's why 2nd Ezra says Esau is the beginning of the world. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. That's why 2nd Ezra 3 and 16 says, from Abraham unto Isaac unto Jacob, and Esau was put by. The kingdom belongs to us, and you Edomites can't take it, and it's over with, man. Sirach 10 and 8. Read that. King James Version, who was an Israelite as well. But with that being said, call aloud Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rukah Kadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstone, and to the hopeful elect. Shalom. You Edomites are through.